Is the old variant excessively exemplary, or is the new adaptation unendurable? Zhao Liying turned into an unmistakable stream, yet Hailu turned into the ugliest. At the point when the hero bunch was disparaged by the group, she had the option to make a reasonable stream. No big surprise, Zhao Liying was the only one among the new pearls who was not whined about. This is the person brought up in the success of King and Jin. She probably been visually impaired in those days to imagine that Zhao Liying's Kinger was not gorgeous. She is unadulterated, delicate and enchanting. She has the pleasantness of a little kid and the pride of a woman. She shows her disposition with each glare and grin. It is known as the main brilliant spot of the entire play. At the point when Zhao Liying was talking with for the job of Xinhuan Zujian, she was dismissed over and over. Around then, Zhao Liying, drove by her representative, came to the Xinhuan Zhu team to talk with Little Swallow. She was paralyzed when she got the content. There were an excessive number of lines on the spot I can't recall by any means. Afterward, Zhao Liying talked with Ziwei once more, yet the chief demanded that she was not appropriate. Zhao Liying could leave irately. Whenever she assumed she got no opportunity, she got a call from the group and the chief set up for Zhao Liying to play Kinger. Suddenly, her Kinger has turned into the unmistakable stream of the entire show. The number of individuals that have been flabbergasted by her most memorable impression. The person is remarkable, her appearance is extraordinary, her shrewd and wonderful appearance is awesome, considerably affected by the exemplary unique adaptation of Kinger. Zhao Liying is as yet unchanged, went about as the top female supporting job by Guang. What is the experience of changing Ziwei into a typical cosmetics look? In the event that the beautician set on lipstick for her back, she wouldn't be chastened so severely. Please accept my apologies, excuse me for knowing nothing about the presence of the ugliest Ziwei. Hailu's face is truly attractive and unmistakable. It's adorable with bended eyes when you grin, and it can in a flash cause individuals to feel upset when you cry. Notwithstanding, Hailu's ears are too enormous, and an unsatisfactory shape will make the ears more noticeable. This is the reason when Hailu's Ziwei emerged, some netizens called her enormous ears tutu, and some even referred to her as the ugliest Ziwei. I beseech you, I'm a beautician, could I at any point organize brilliant lipstick for Hailu acting from now on? The intriguing state of Xinhuan Zhujiang Hailu is truly gorgeous. The willow leaves and bended eyebrows are beguiling and moving. Those eyes can be both pathetic and hypnotizing. Try not to say Hailu's crepe myrtle is revolting. Obviously, the new rendition of Ziwei was griped about. From one viewpoint, it was a cosmetics issue. Then again, the old variant was actually excessively exemplary. The entertainers would have a ton of strain to acknowledge the job. Hailu really needed to pursue Little Swallow toward the start, yet with Auntie Kyunggayo when they met, they were selected as the best contender for Ziwei. Who might have considered conveying such a major pot? What a pity. The two-way sisterhood is no more awful than adoration. Genuine sisters are gorgeous, one of them is hard outwardly and delicate within, and the other is delicate within. Regardless, the two will stand solidly by one another's side. The old form of Ziwei is truly gorgeous, regardless of whether the third part is transformed. It was not disparaged by netizens. However, these two adaptations of Ziwei's three perspectives truly deviated, and she had the option to become companions with her sister's adoration rival Zihua. The new variant of Ziwei is brimming with little swallows. She will remain close by genuinely, and she won't become companions with Xinrong. Despite the fact that she looks delicate and watery for all intents and purposes, she has forever been level-headed and firm. She is faithful to cherish and has no misgivings about companionship. In addition to the fact that she sang consonants in battle against one another, however, she has more female backbone and reason. Furthermore, little Yanzi doesn't have the foggiest idea about a couple of profane and careless characters, and she couldn't grasp Ziwei's scholarly language. However, she can surrender her life for Ziwei's life. This sort of two-way sisterhood is truly moved. Do you have these subtleties? 02. The appraisals of the Spring Celebration film caused discussion. Wang Yibo turned into the greatest drag, and the featuring film straightforwardly deferred the score. With the movies of the two blockbusters The Meandering Earth 2 and Manjiang Hong getting through 1 billion, the example of Spring Celebration Motion Pictures has bit by bit become clear. Two legends lead the way. There is no surprisingly strong contender, and there is no counter-attack. Down is the drawn-out fight. Obviously, when the Spring Celebration is delivered, the ongoing 7 new movies will step by step lose their benefits in film planning. If they have any desire to accomplish a higher film industry and break the little objective of 3 billion, 4 billion, they should depend on informal exchange to draw in crowds. The stage score is one of the main verbal exchange reference components. Curiously, there has been a little contention in the new Spring Celebration film evaluations. The Authority blog of the film No Name delivered an explanation, expressing that the scores posted on the web are bits of hearsay. They accept that the stage is goal, fair, and expert, and that the framework calculation can recognize and tidy up non-objective scores. At long last, they stress that they will hang tight for the scores. Albeit the Authority blog didn't say it plainly, it ought to be clear from their photos. The score of No Name appears to have been hacked, so the score was postponed. The stage has placed an update in the short remark region of No Name, bringing up that the crowd's viewpoints are very unique, kindly allude cautiously. It should be conceded that there is to be sure an issue with the scoring status of No Name. The Meandering Earth 2 with a score of 8.3 has a short evaluating of around 120,000, the quantity of short surveys of No Name has surpassed 180,000, and it is basically impossible to score it. Netizens additionally have their own perspectives on the debate over the appraisals of The Spring Celebration Slows Down, which can be summarized in 8 words: Fans in Black's battle, traffic hauls down. Very much like netizens said, I'm quite miserable for the entertainment world. I perused the appraisals of the 7 movies in the Spring Celebration, and found that many records gave high scores to No Name and low scores to other new movies. I won't conjecture on the traits of these records here, however clearly this record will ultimately be relied on Wang Yibo, one of the main entertainers of No Name. Since the film featuring Wang Yibo was affirmed to be delivered throughout the Spring Celebration, a progression of tasks by Wang Yibo fans have been out of the circle ordinarily. The first is to call and badger the theater to request the film to be planned, constraining the staff to approach and gripe, gruffly saying that the fans have demolished the prominence of superstars. Furthermore, the fans set up Slows Down and gave gifts, requesting passers-by to give high scores to Wang Yibo's films and gather information. At last, some netizens additionally recollected that Wang Yibo's fans were once named and censured by the rating stage. To get high scores for the television series featuring Wang Yibo, fans exploited the escape clauses in the stage system, first went to other book rating regions to score arbitrarily, and afterward composed great surveys for Wang Yibo's works, with the goal that the evaluations of their own deity shows can be actually expanded. As a result of Wang Yibo's irregular scoring conduct by fans, a manager in the business quickly dropped his foundation account out of frustration. Furthermore, the universal fans and dark conflicts likewise made Wang Yibo's circumstance very off-kilter. Some netizens straightforwardly called attention to the problem areas. Wang Yibo is presently partaking in any work. The last score did not depend on how great the actual work is, yet whether the fans buckle adequately down. On the off chance that the dark fans overpower the fans' voices, the works he featured in will be totally aloof. This present circumstance has prompted every one of the works that Wang Yibo featured in straightforwardly falling into the endless loop of verbal. The crowd can't get compelling criticism. There are just 2 endings: his fans put their scores up to cheat the crowd, and his dark fans bring down their scores and annihilate the difficult work of the group. Obviously, it could be on the grounds that enthusiasts of Wang Yibo's initial section into the film circle were somewhat invigorated, which caused continuous contention. Eventually, they likewise trust that they can return the appraisals to the crowd. Any film with traffic interest should breeze through the assessment of the mass market and face reality. Ability has improved, and Wang Yibo is no exemption.